Hello and welcome back to the White Walker deck tournament with me, Rebecca Walker, joined as always by Richard Walker.
Hello.
Hello. And if you've not watched previous games, you need to look away from the screen immediately because there are spoilers. So we have the brackets shown on the screen. We can see that bracket 1, top 4 has been completed, which means that we were having Stark, Fealty and Martell Dragon facing off to try and make the grand final. And now for this game, we're going to be watching Stark Faith, which was submitted by Vojta and played by Richard, against Martell Rose, which was submitted by Rob Wilkie and played by myself.
Joy.
Exciting times.
Exciting times, yes.
Yeah, getting closer and closer to the final.
Yes.
So, shall we have a little look at the game itself then?
Yes.
It is a bit of a long one. It's a timed game. So just a heads up, you might want to settle down with a cup of tea.
Yes.
So as you can see, I am on the left as always. Richard is on the right. Richard somehow has managed to forget to swap his mat over. You've got a barrow mat with a Stark deck. What's going on?
Who cares? Only you care.
I tried so hard to make sure every game we had the right mat.
You fucked it.
Missed one. Sorry guys.
You should have tried harder.
Should have done. So we played these games a little while ago. Do you remember much about this game?
Nothing.
Do you remember who wins it?
No.
Ah, that's quite nice then. I've obviously edited the game, so I know who won it. And I have apparently a slightly better memory than Richard when it comes to this one.
Yes.
Should we go through the setups?
Yes. Tumblestone Knight, Devout Free Rider, I Love Ravens, Northern Armory, and something else behind my hand. Don't know what it is. Probably an econ. It is Archery Grove. 5 cards setup from me. Seems good. I like it.
Yeah, very nice.
You only have a 3 card, but one of them is Dawn.
Dawn's always good.
Dawn is good.
It's got Dawn, Water Gardens, and a Dawnish Fiefdom. So economy and card draw this game should be quite nice. Although no characters on the board. I think I have mulliganed. Both going for At the Gates. I feel like all of our decks had At the Gates in them.
Yeah, we did run out of At the Gate.
Yeah.
I think in the last video we had, our At the Gate could run out of the 6 At the Gates we had.
Yeah. Which is quite impressive, really.
So I'm first. I guess you won the toss.
I guess so. I got myself a Gates of the Moon. You're going to be a gentleman? Yeah.
I'm a gentleman.
You're a very gentle man. So both grabbing a Gates of the Moon. Should have both decent economy for the game. So Stark Faith. Faith isn't a agenda that we see as often. Could you remind us how it works, Richard?
Yeah, when you win a challenge, you can nil your faction card to move a power from your opponent's faction card to the 7 card you control, or participate in 7 character, I think.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's a participating 7 character. So at the moment, you've got the Devout Free Rider on the board. I mean, you kind of want to, although it's obviously good to steal your opponent's your opponent's power and put it on your characters, it's sort of, weakening them. You kind of want to put it on more important 7 characters, and in this particular deck, I know that you're running Cat, who is definitely a big, important character that you aren't going to be losing anytime soon, most likely. I noticed that I've already got a DORANS game in hand.
Honestly, though, any of the 7 character is fine because it's removing a power from you.
Exactly.
Even if it just discarded the power from your faction card, it's still great.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, and like you said as well, it's good to take the power off your opponent. At least it's slowing them down. But if you can put it on a character that is more likely to stick around for the whole game, obviously that is nice. And the perfect person to put it on is Cat, because obviously the more power she gets, the more her strength increases as well. And you're more likely to win challenges because of that. So it's a bit of a rolling, I was going to say a rolling stone effect. That's not the phrase, is it?
Interesting.
Well, you little bastard, you put ice out.
Yeah, so I played Jory, seemed okay. Played a Flea Bottom, which I guess there's nothing else I wanted to do with the gold. I think ice is good in this particular scenario because it forces you to play unimportant characters, or it forces you to play Starfall, things like that.
Yeah, I mean, immediately seeing that risk on the board opposite, like you say, you don't want to put out important characters. And I don't think, with no characters on the board at the moment, I don't think I can put out enough character military strength to be able to defend and win a military challenge. So it's going to be really difficult for me to establish a board presence. Almost immediately you've got that massive threat. I need to put out like at least 3 characters, one and preferably not an important one.
Yeah, so I mean either way I play out the ice because I know it's going to pressure over you into, playing fewer good characters and or building the backboard and dead, which means I can keep board position. Because I think my backboard nice enough to recover as long as I have cards.
Yeah.
So that's all right.
I decided to go for the Housefront Knight here. I figured I can't get enough characters on the board. So because of that, I thought, well, at least with Housefront Knight, it means I'm getting rid of one of your characters. You're going to get rid of mine, but I've made your board slightly depleted in the, with the view that I wasn't going to be able to do anything anyway, kind of thing. And at least this way, I've got a military icon to stop you getting the unopposed. And I get to draw a card. But unfortunately, because there's only one character on the board, it does mean that you're not going to be getting rid of the ice.
Exactly. Yeah, if you'd have played 2 characters out, it means I at least may trigger ice to get the board wipe. I also believe the start phase 1 marched, if I remember correctly, because it goes into the flea bottom tech.
Ah, yeah.
But the Housefront Knight moved nicely into the flea bottom tech that I put down, and I saved the 1 gold. So I think that was more luck than I thought you were going to play a Housefront Knight, so I put the flea bottom out so I could bring in the Tumblestone Knight back in.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Although it worked out perfectly because I saved the 1 gold, I played the flea bottom. And that means that I can win dominance.
You can.
So I think it's a good round 1 for me.
I would agree.
I'm especially happy that if you play Valar Morghulis, then I still have quite a bit of economy. I'm going to come out with more econ than you. Although, you're going to if you played Valar Morghulis, you come out with 5 gold plus the Dornish Fiefdom, so that's at least 6, and the Water Garden. So you could have 7 resources for things. So it's not the end of the world.
No.
But you don't have anything in the flea bottom pile, as you call it.
Yeah, I don't know if this deck runs Valar Morghulis, does it?
Maybe not.
Should we have a little look? Consult my memory, as we like to say.
You consult your memory while we both consult our brains about the next plots.
Okay, what deck have I got?
Ooh, at Prince DORANS' behest, and I'll play Trading with the Pantoshi. So I guess maybe I expected some kind of reset. Either that, or I've got something expensive that I want to play this round.
Either way, I'm quite happy that you've played Trading. It helps me to establish a bit more board presence if I wanted. I don't have Valar Morghulis in the Martell deck.
Nice.
So I'll just run through the plots now. The deck lists for both decks are at the end of this game. We will have a brief discussion on what went well and what didn't at the end. But yeah, if you're interested in the deck list, you can find them at the end of this video. So the actual plots that my deck is running, I have at Prince DORANS' behest, at the gates, Loan from the Iron Bank, Manning the city walls, March to the wall, Valar Dohaeris, and You Win or You Die.
So I guess Marched or Manning are the 2 plots you might play here.
Gone for Manning.
Interesting.
Why?
I mean, I would say March seems like a win-win situation for you. However,
It's basically a marched anyway with my house front knight coming in.
Well, I was going to say, even if you march next round and march one of your characters as well, it'll feed into your flea bottom strategy. So it's interesting that both of these decks, the restricted card is flea bottom.
Yeah, it's true actually. It's not.
It doesn't seem very common.
Yeah, it's sort of flea bottom's fallen out of fashion a little bit, isn't it?
Where I got restricted along with lots of stuff that likes it, and there are other better, more powerful, more in vogue restricted cards.
In vogue.
In vogue.
Do you want me to run through the plot list on the Stark side?
Sure.
Yeah. So Stark have the options of At the Gates, Duel, Exchange of Information, Fallen from Favour, March to the Wall, Trading the Pentoshi, and Valar Dohairis. So we've both got Marched and Valar D. Both got At the Gates. But your Fallen from Favour works well with Fat Cat and Flea Bottom.
Yeah.
Duel is an interesting one. I mean, obviously you run Cat, but I guess you wouldn't play her if you thought you was up against a big deck. You'd wait till they had 2 bigs out, duel them, and then put Cat out.
Yeah, the thing with playing against the Martell deck is that quite often, I mean, I wouldn't expect Martell Rose to have that many characters costing 6 or 7.
So there's a little bit of a dead plot, I think, in this particular matchup.
Maybe. It has a relatively decent initiative, and 4 gold. The stats aren't terrible. Not like if you play something like Outwit, when you get 3 gold, you got no initiative. So, and if you don't hit with it.
Yeah, but it can also be absolutely awesome if it does hit.
Dims the risk rewards.
So, interesting I've played Ricasso here. I must have pretty crappy options. He's sitting on 3 gold, I think. Is Dorish Spy 3?
4.
4.
So, I mean, you still only have 7 from military. At the moment, I have 5 on the board. I don't think it's too much of a stretch of the imagination that I could get at least 3 more strength.
Maybe I've got an Aria in hand and I'm planning on using... It's Nymeria, isn't it, the middle one? Is that Nymeria? No, Abara. I always get those 2 mixed up.
Do you know?
Yeah, Abara's the one that can come back to hand, isn't it? And then put another one out, right?
Abara is return a Sand Snake character to hand. So she can return any Sand Snake character to hand.
Okay.
Not just herself, which is something that's commonly forgotten. Believe it or not.
But with her, it's to put one that's lower cost out, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, so I might be thinking of using Abara with Aria or something like that. You've got Fat Cat out.
Yep, no other military icon yet.
But you do still have 8 gold, so it's definitely a possibility.
Fat Cat's nice. It means I can use the ice, and then if there is some sort of kill effect, I can trigger Jory to save somebody else, and if there's a winter plot on the board, gain a power for that character, plus triggering Cat.
I was so sad when you played like this begging brother. I'm
Why?
like, because look, I've saved 3 gold and I've got a bar on the board.
Nice.
I clearly have a plan.
I think that's good.
And I think you've totally fucked my plan. And you bestowed it 3 as well. Like,
Yep.
great.
Well, you might think you can win a military here to kill Jury, take a dupe off Cat or begging brother, but I do have a gold and a devout free rider in the discard pile, which will take my military strength to 8, which currently appears to be 1 more than what you have. But you do have 3 gold. You could have a venomous blade.
Yeah, I feel like I have an ambushy character.
Shadow City Bastard is ambush 3.
Maybe. I can't actually remember now what I was going to do with the 3 gold. Oh,
You're
yeah.
asking me if I cancel it with the begging brother, does she stay on the board? And the answer is no, because returning the Sand Snake character to hand is the cost, and the begging brother will cancel the effect.
I like how you just, like, it's not that you remember the game, you just know the kind of stupid shit I ask.
I know exactly what you're thinking.
So got an intrigue challenge with Ricasso. Is he 2 strength?
You're doing your Katrina Bennett hand pose.
We've been watching Suits and we noticed one of the characters always sits or stands with her hands sort of folded in front. So yeah, I'm doing an Intrigue or a Casso, which you're defending with Cat. I don't really mind too much because it means I get a card.
Good old Dawn.
Yeah.
You have a boost of 2 to your reserve, so you've got a reserve of 8 this round. So you're building more and more econ.
Mm-hmm.
You're drawing more and more cards. You're going to, get a lot of advantage, resource advantage.
Well, that's Martell all over, isn't it? Going for the long game.
Martell bullshit, as it's known.
Martell bullshit.
Mm.
You should know as a Martell loyalist.
Yep.
So it looks like I've decided to keep my character standing, possibly in an attempt to prevent the military, but obviously that's not going to happen. So you've gone for an Intrigue with the Begging Bro. No power for me to steal, which I think is why I didn't bother doing another challenge at you.
That's fair. Oh, that is important.
Princess Plan, right?
Yes. Because that means you could have got plus 4.
Ah, yeah.
You would have got plus 4 because you had 2 plots in your use power plus double 2 bestowed with
I guess that was my plan for the military. And now you're like,
That's really important. You could have played it before the Intrigue. But I guess you wanted to trick me.
I mean, what are the odds? You see how many cards I got in hand?
You played the odds and you lost.
Yeah.
It happens.
It does. Especially if you're playing the Iron Throne. Always gets rid of the card you need.
Because essentially, if you play that before the Intrigue claim,
Yeah.
then that affects my challenge order. Because
Yeah.
I can go in with assume I'm going to win it, then you get me with the Prince's Plan.
So I've decided to try and trigger Abara, which you have cancelled. I guess I wanted her to not die.
Yep. And the last thing I wanted you to do was put in Aria.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm assuming my plan was then Prince's Plan or possibly Ario. And then the fact that you A, played a Begging Bro and B, took my Prince's Plan. It's very sad. So Ice triggering there to kill the Housefront Knight.
That is a really important round 2 tempo swing. Because if you can survive that, the game's a lot more even. But
Why did you take a power then?
For what?
That challenge. Did I not defend it? Guess I didn't defend it for some reason. That was weird. I should have defended it. Don't know why I didn't.
Maybe you did. Maybe I took an illegal power.
No, I don't think I knelt my Housefront Knight, did I? It wasn't knelt. Ah, that was silly. Should have just defended. So I should have defended then, and that would have meant that you wouldn't have got the unopposed. But I also forgot to do the Prince's Plan reaction when I should have done it. So
Oh yeah.
you did let me take it back. Obviously, I was in the wrong order.
I am a good boy.
Bad person I am. I noticed that I discarded a card for reserve. Do you think I've forgotten that I've got plus reserve?
Maybe.
Because I don't think I had 9 cards in hand.
Well, that's an illegal place. Deliberately seeding your flea bottom pile.
It depends how many cards I've got. And there's quite a few there. I don't know if there's 9 though. Or 8. Did you say I had a reserve of 8?
Mm-hmm. Remaining is 6 reserve and you have 2 reserve modifier on the board. But you're delighted to see that winter is coming, aren't you?
Yeah, totally. That's a lot of characters.
No, I'm not getting all 3.
Which is a relief. I don't really want you getting another ice.
I've got winter's coming.
Yeah.
Now all I need is one more character with a military icon. That would be very nice.
I think they literally all have a military icon apart from Bran.
And you don't want me cancelling your Prince's Plan for some reason.
So I gave you Jon Snow. I never quite get that Jon Snow. I mean, I guess he works in this deck because of Cat. But
yeah, you can sacrifice any character you want, which is good because you can put them in the discard pile for flea bottom.
yeah, I guess
And
that's
that means
true.
you can stand a start character, which can be Cat with lots of power on her, or, you know, a start character with ice on them, for example.
I was hoping that you'd march the Begging Brother, but you've decided that keeping a bestowed Begging Bro is more important for some strange reason.
Yeah, I think Begging Brother might have been the better option.
Really?
Yeah, because I can flea bottom him back in if I need it for the challenge phase.
Yeah, but he's got bestowed 2 on him.
Yeah, so only 2 gold. Jewelry I can't get back, and I don't have any military icons. I didn't marshal any military icons last round.
And
But
you
I do
drew
have
2
Jon Snow.
locations.
Did I?
Yeah, I think it was a Rose Road and I can't remember what the other one was, but I'm pretty sure it's both locations.
Well, that's a bit painful because there doesn't seem to be a lot of use in military wintry coming on Intrigue because your hand is so large.
And it's not like you're going to be able to take more power off me.
The military is the only thing I'm going to use that card. Another reason why it might have been better to keep Jory.
Yeah. Well, you got the Jon Snow. I feel like I've made a lot of mistakes in this game already.
Yeah? What do you feel like your biggest mistake is?
Well, I'm really hoping that I haven't discarded to reserve when I shouldn't have done. Because obviously...
That's not a mistake, because you can save 1 gold and use flea bottom. So that's actually a positive mistake. If anything.
Yeah, but what I mean is I don't like to feel like I've cheated in a game, for example.
It's fine. Everyone makes mistakes. I think it's very rare that someone A, plays a perfect game in terms of not making mistakes, even when they think they haven't made mistakes, and B, make the perfect decisions for every scenario. Because there's so many variables and different factors that affect your decision making. I think it's almost impossible to play the absolute perfect game.
I definitely missed loads of reactions in this game though. So I'm really sorry everyone, like you're probably sitting there thinking, why has she missed Dawn? Why has she missed this? Why has she missed Prince's Plan? And I have like a lot of very delayed reactions that are way after when they should be done. So yeah, I'm really sorry everyone, this is not a good example of how to play the game.
Well, we're not the best players, so people can afford a mistake. We're just YouTube channel content creators.
Yeah. We're
not purporting to be the best in the AGOT community.
You were going to say best in the world then, weren't you?
No.
Good. No, we do our best. We make videos. Sometimes we play okay.
You've got a Quentin on the board, and now
He's going to kneel though.
is he?
Yeah.
You've got 3 plots in your youth pile by my count. At the gates, at DORANS behest, and manning the city walls. So he's not going to kneel.
Ah.
So that's nice.
I feel like I kneel him. I might have misremembered, but I feel like I kneel him. We'll see in a minute, I guess. Oh, I try and trigger a Green Blood Trader and you're like, fuck you, man. Begging bro, that shit.
I was like, if he feels the need to play that out, maybe I cancel it.
Yeah.
You can win the military now.
Woohoo!
Woohoo indeed.
Is Prince's Plan 1 gold?
2.
No.
I don't believe I have any flea bottom targets unless I am misremembering because the Devout Free Rider has gone back into the deck. The Tumblestone Knight went back into the deck from the previous round.
Yeah, you've only got 2 cards in discard. One of them is an ice and one of them is drawing.
Yeah.
So you're putting that card back into my deck.
Yep, because I love ravens.
Yeah. So I'm not going to be able to flea bottom it anyway.
Using up my resources for your mistake. Potential mistake. Oh, triggering the Water
Ah.
Garden for a reduction of 5 on your next non-character card you ambush.
5?
Yeah.
Why 5?
Isn't it 5?
I thought you said I've got 3 of my used plots.
Oh, right, yeah, 3. I'm still thinking Ricasso's on the board, but he's dead.
Yeah,
He snuffed it.
you got him.
So, I thought you said you knew Quentin.
I must have misremembered.
Yes. Classic.
In typical Rebecca style.
So this seemed like a more a normal Martell bullshit deck.
Right.
You know, you've got the little ambushy trick, you've got green blood traders, you've got all your location base and your flea bottom into play trigger cards. So I'm looking forward to seeing some of those Rose cards come into play.
Yeah, we've not seen any.
Well, we have.
Time
We've seen the
out,
House
we?
Long at Night.
Oh yeah, I guess that's the only thing we've seen.
Ooh, Prince's plan on Quentin. Wonder what icon you gave him. A green. Who knew?
I think I'm just doing it so I can win the military on his own, right?
Yep.
Yay, I got some power.
I'll just casually attack you with my begging brother. I think this is bad. I should definitely have used cat
Why?
because I'm fairly sure I trigger the Faith Militant and put the power on the begging brother when I should be putting power on cat.
I feel like maybe you forget.
Huh?
Oh no, you do remember. Ah, you remember and decide against it. Does it work on defence as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you might as well save it for cat if I come back, right?
Yeah, but you'd do a military and I'd take a dupe off Jon Snow, right? Either that or I stand Jon Snow and then defend the military, win, trigger ice and kill Quentin.
So... Wait, what? So here, I lost the challenge, and I think because I still think I've got a small reserve, I decided not to get Prince's plan back.
You've got 7 cards in hand and you have
6.
7 reserve. Oh, have you?
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure I forgot about the plus.
DORANS game, eh? Sneaky.
Yeah, so here you go, that's my
Yeah,
hand.
that's true.
Yeah, I've got 5. Oh, yeah. I was like, why
Couldn't
can't
get
you
my flea
take
bottom
my flea
targets.
bottoms? Yeah. Yeah, I think I've forgotten about the plus reserve, and I think I've done that through most of the game.
It happens. Especially when you're not used to playing a deck that has reserve boost.
Yeah.
I mean, when I rarely play Night's Watch, I always forget East Watch. What happens is we go to Dom, we take Dom, and they go, oh shit, East Watch. And they're like, yeah, go ahead, take it. Whereas on Iron Throne, at least it's automated.
Yeah, it's the only good thing about Iron Throne. It reminds me of all the stupid shit that I'm doing.
That is one of the positives, I think. Because if you're practicing to play a deck at a tournament in real life, the Iron Throne can help you remember all those triggers.
Yeah. Whereas in real life, if you just forget the fact that you've got plus reserve from Dawn and Summer Sea's Port, and, you know, your wonderful husband decides not to tell you, remind you.
Well, I'm not really managing your hand at this point.
You should be helping me.
You haven't discarded anything to reserve, so how can I help you? Ooh, getting rid of the Jon Snow.
Well, I figured you've got 2 duped characters that are big, so I might as well get rid of one of the dupes, right?
And just, you know, you perfectly have. Am I getting rid of Cat? I'm faking you out.
You're like proper teasing. Only problem is you get the ice back, which is sad.
Yeah, I could put that on all my military icons.
I'm sure you can marshal one.
Don't think I can.
Really?
No, I've got no military icons in hand. Well, I might have now. But it's unlikely to suddenly become the 9 strength or more, it needs to be to ice your dudes.
Yeah.
But it does keep you honest. Knowing that I've got that Northern Army there, I can stand my military icon at any time.
That's another thing I forget as well. It's like I play enough Stark that I should remember that Northern Armies are a thing. But for some reason, when I'm against them, the amount of times I've just forgotten that you've got a Northern Army and can just stand up that really annoying character to defend.
See, in real life when you play, I've watched you play in tournaments, and in real life, you're quite slow at times. But
Thanks.
that's because you're actually looking at everything on the board and trying to remember what everything does, and you're playing around everything. Whereas I'm a little bit more like a bull in a china shop. I kind of, I think, okay, well, I'll play this, and then I see what happens. Whereas you like to be able to account for what happens and try and play around what might happen. Whereas I make them have it by just doing it. That's why when we play online, I'm like, just do whatever and then learn from it.
Yeah, but I don't want to just do stupid things. I want to think about what I'm doing, make the right decision the first time.
Yeah, but that puts a lot of pressure on yourself. I would rather just go in, play the card, and learn from what happened. So if more often than not I do that and it turns out okay, I can make this decision with more confidence going forward. But if I make the decision and then it bites me in the ass, then actually, I'll know not to do that. I'll be more careful in future.
You just put marriage pact on my Quentin.
Yeah, well, there's no ice on the board, so quit whining. What?
Yeah, but there's a red viper.
Thank God I played Duel.
Just to note, you've also played Jason Mallister. That's right, isn't it?
Jason Malibu.
Yeah, and you've also got Arya there. So this is the kill Arya. So if she's standing, dupes don't save. Well, nothing saves. But you do have Skagos. No, you don't have Skagos. Where have I got that from?
You magicked it out of thin air.
I just imagined it. Your deck runs Skagos.
Does it?
Yeah.
Is that not restricted? Oh, this is the new restricted list.
Yeah, this is the new restricted list, isn't it?
New.
The new.
The new restricted list.
That's how the shit works, right? So what we're gonna do then, hun? Am I sitting on 4 gold?
We can't both look at our phones. When I pick mine up and then you pick yours up, I mean, no one's commentating.
I was commentating.
I've been tagged in post.
That's because you're popular. I've been private messaged.
It's because we're in the middle of a draft. The fantasy gobshite draft is drafting players, and I need to be involved.
You need to be involved.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. Go on then. You go be involved.
And you do the commentary.
Yes, boss. So it looks like for your first trick, you're going in with a big old intrigue, using cats in the begging bro. So looks like you're itching to steal that power off me. I'm going for a Dornish spy. What will I be taking?
Blue.
Yeah, so I decided to take cat's power icon. That's interesting.
Maybe you want to win one of your own.
Yeah, I mean, like, because if you're winning this challenge, then you'll steal my power from me anyway. So I guess by taking her power icon, it means that I'm more likely to win one coming back. I'm going for the 2 claim intrigue. Gonna hit a nice flea button target for me.
Not ideal, but it'll do a job.
Yeah, at least you got the power on cat though, and you stole the power off me.
Makes a change.
So going for Dawn. I mean, I like to think that I had the foresight to take lots of 3 and under characters with my Dawn triggers before an intrigue to increase the odds of you putting something in my flea button pile.
Almost definitely.
But I don't know if I'm that clever.
Yep. 2 flea button characters, the Sutherland Messenger and Right, I think.
Okay, that'll do. Whether you do still have 1 trigger left on your begging bro.
Yeah, didn't stop your Dornish spy.
You did not. Is this going to be the power? Oh no, you're leaving it. Okay. I mean, it looks like I'm getting smashed right now, but like, I'd just like to point out, I'm going to make a comeback.
We'll see.
Of sorts.
It's possible. You do have the Viper.
You
might have a DORANS game, like just waiting in the wings one of these rounds.
I mean, I'm going for a pretty big intrigue here. So it's an intrigue with the Dornish Spy and the Red Viper. So that'll be for... Is he 5 strength base? Viper.
7.
Is he 7?
Yep.
What? Fucking OP. And Dornish Spy?
Don't think anyone's ever called the Viper OP.
It's the first time for everything. And Dornish Spy is 3, isn't it? So going in for 10. So even if you stand Cat, I can still win this then.
Did you know, according to Whammer, the Dornish Spy had the ally trait?
Are we just going to tease him about this forever?
He probably doesn't watch with volume. Probably gets rid of our voices just so he can actually watch the game.
And enjoy it.
I would do the same thing, to be fair.
You don't though. You literally watch our games like some kind of little weirdo.
No, it's only because there's no content left to watch on the internet of new games. So I end up having to watch ours.
That's so depressing.
Once I've gone through Ivan's Twitch streams, Roy Rogers' Twitch stream, the Korean Meta's YouTube streams, you know, there's nothing left.
You do seem to get through a lot of content. Considering there's none there to get through now.
Considering I barely play.
You play quite a bit. You get an iron throwing game in at least once a day.
I'm trying to, yeah. Because I intend to play in German nationals.
Oh, you actually going to do it?
Probably not.
What?
I'm probably going to get there in the morning and go, nah, I can't be arsed.
That'd be a bit sad.
Well, maybe for you. But not for me, because then I'll do something else. I'll play on the computer.
Yeah, but I like it when you participate in tournaments because it means that you're entertained for the day and I don't have to try and entertain you.
You don't ever have to entertain me. I can entertain myself.
Yeah.
But if I'm playing in the tournament, maybe you could decorate the nursery. Oh, look, intrigue claim. Ed Muir.
So you've used Cat anyway, not to win the challenge, but to stop me from winning by 5.
Yeah. I mean, you have no gold, right?
No, but I had the water gardens. So I've gone for a power challenge, which I win! Yay! You should let that go unopposed, you know.
Why?
Because then I'd have had a power for you to steal with the faith agenda, plus a power to steal for actual power claim.
I don't need to go aggressive because you've got 2 power on your house card.
And you would have won Dom.
Who cares?
So you'd have been up a power, possibly.
What?
Because...
Don't stop making sense, alright? It made me look bad and I will not tolerate it.
Sorry, hon.
So, big backboards.
PD
almost big boards.
Ooh.
I think, judging by the state of both of our backboards, there's no PD coming.
Yeah. And we've been through the deck list, plot list even, so we know there's no PD.
Yeah. You're going to win or die. Which means you chose to go first. That's an interesting choice.
Is it the wrong choice?
I don't know.
Maybe I think I can close. Well,
what, really?
If I've got DORANS game and I go in for a big intrigue with the Viper,
yeah,
he's one where if you win by, you get like a power for every 5 you win by, right?
So DORANS game, how many is in your used pile? 5. Because there's 4 in mine. So 5 in your used pile. You get 5 power from DORANS game. It means to get the other 7 power just off the intrigue challenge, you need to win by 35. But if you want to win a power challenge normally, it means you just need to win by 30 intrigue.
But I might have Prince's plan.
Well, even if you got all 3 of them, you still got to get past Cat and the begging brother to cancel your Viper, so...
Oh, man. Maybe I can't win this turn then.
But you're going to have 2 reserve. Oh, host of the Bone Weight. Now your first player makes sense.
Oh, yeah. Totally screwed, mate.
Well, they're 9 strength. That doesn't seem great for me. But did you say I was running Valardi?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I write this round off, put out some sort of chud character, just to soak the military claim.
Where have you gone?
I answered the door.
Oh.
Nice to see you stop the camera.
I don't remember in the editing noticing that you disappear. I guess because I normally skip through the marshalling bit. Oh, you're having a little wander around now. Oh, Ariane. Yeah, you fucked, mate. Gotcha.
It's just tempo. This round you may have got, and it's a good round for you to get because you win or you die.
Mm-hmm.
But then I do have a lot of gold. Looks like I'm playing characters that I don't mind VDing away.
Looks like you're playing characters that don't have intrigue icons, apart from Arya. You played it before I could finish my sentence.
Got him.
Ah, Skagos. And Ice is back.
I know you're not going to want to kneel all your icons. So I wonder if I do the play of Skagos Marriage Pact onto your Viper mid-challenge. Could that be a fun play?
I always forget you can do that with attachments.
Yeah, a lot of people do. I was watching a game online at the Battle of Blackwater, Aaron Groth against Kostas Adamopoulos.
Okay.
And Aaron Groth, basically, he warded Arya. Kostas warded Arya back. And then I think Skagos, his ward, to replace it with a new ward to take Arya back again. That was fun.
Fun? Is that the word that we use for that?
It looked fun.
Unless it was your Arya that was stolen.
Yeah.
So what am I going to do here then? Am I going to...
You're going to rage quit. Because there's one thing you hate more than playing Thrones. It's having to do challenge math while playing Thrones.
I don't hate playing Thrones in the slightest, just to clarify to anyone listening. But yes, I do really hate doing challenge math. Like, quite a lot.
Well, I don't understand why you don't play Reset deck and Hollow Hell deck, where you just keep salting the earth and destroying everything.
Because I don't like being the person that everyone hates.
People don't hate that.
Yeah, I do.
People love being Reset.
No.
Well, that's on them. It's not on you, dear.
Mm.
So you're just not doing it because you don't want to be the bad person. So you put yourself through challenge math just because you don't want to look like a bad person.
No, not just that. I just, like... I don't know. I don't think it's really in me to be a particularly bad person.
I remember how gleeful you were when you played Shadows against me in testing. You were loving it. You're like, oh, I like Shadows, actually.
No, I didn't.
You did. You really did.
I hate Shadows.
You love playing Shadows.
Well, I don't remember about liking it during testing, but I certainly don't like Shadows now. Because having to try and remember what there is in Shadows.
Yeah, you were 100% that annoying person who just looked at your shadow cards 16 times before you decided on the very first one that you looked at.
I was going to say, that doesn't surprise me. You little fucker.
Nice. Look at that. That's good, right?
No, it's not.
That's clever.
No.
Richard's smart.
No.
Richard clever.
Richard dickhead.
Charming. See, all these people that thought Rebecca seemed nice. No.
You're the one that's just put a bloody marriage pact on my Red Viper.
Which should still be stood, but for some reason it's not.
Why should it still be...
Because,
oh, you mean the marriage pact?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's only because my person was now... Can't believe you do that to me. I was like... But look at my face, you can even see my lips just all like... Meh. I'm like so glum.
And you're holding your bump really glumly.
Not even side. I'm like... Nothing. I'm not happy. I definitely had a master plan.
Yeah, now you're attacking for 9, 10, 14.
Not quite the 21 I was after then.
No. And it looks like I can defend with 9, 11, which is enough to block Duran's game, but I'm just going to say nah.
Yeah.
You reach for your hand immediately. Look for that Duran's game. You have it ready to play. You point it out that you pay for it with a water garden. Duran's game? Question mark.
I couldn't remember if you had Hand's Judgment in that deck. Look, comeback time! I got my power!
Well done, Rebecca.
Thank you, Richard.
Finally, you've got power for me to take. I can play the game normally now.
Yeah, well, watch this space. Intimidate cat!
You're intimidating Kathleen.
Yeah, not entirely sure why I intimidated cat over the ice person. I feel like that might have been a better choice.
Well, you've got loads of military options now. You know, you've got 12 strength in mill. I've only got 6.
I think it's because I really wanted to win the power.
Wow, you really did want to win the power.
Oh, please tell me it has superior claim, because that would be hilarious.
That would be top banter, but unfortunately I don't think you've got that level of banter.
I'm going to see if it's in the deck. Let's have a look. Oh, I'm doing something.
Yeah, you're counting the gold that's not in your gold pool.
No, I think I was counting
Counting your
power.
power. Can I close it out?
I must have had some trick then, if I'm thinking about closing it out.
No, you might just be like faking me out again.
Right, let's have a look. You need to commentate because I'm looking up the deck list again. Oh, I do not have superior claim. That's so sad. There are 2 Drones game and 2 Prince's Plan.
What's going on here?
I'm guessing I'm not going to bother doing the military.
Did I just put a power on cat? Or did I just make that up?
I don't know. I didn't see you put a power on cat.
No? Okay. Maybe I just moved the card.
Maybe.
The begging brother's going in for intrigue.
He is.
Gonna swap out a card in your hand for a card on the top of your deck.
Yeah.
Unless you want to trigger Obara
Maybe I do.
or Ariane.
Because I totally remember that I've got plus reserve.
You don't dork it up and don't use them, do you?
Worse than that.
What could be worse than that?
Well, you'll have to watch and find out, won't you?
Why are you playing with your hair in that nervous manner?
Oh.
Do you do something really silly?
No.
I'm convinced.
Okay, so claim. What'd you get? What'd you get?
I know, I'm reading it and going, what?
Ario!
Well, that seems bad.
That seems great if I had a gold.
Oh yeah, that seems great.
That's really annoying.
Can't even I Love Ravens him away.
I know. It's like you've already used Isla Ravens, so that would be really good. If it wasn't for the fact that I don't have any gold. Oh, and you decided to take the power using the faith thing. So you're slightly delayed too.
Whatever.
I'm now asking the exact same thing of Ariane. If I bring Ariane back to hand, but you cancel her,
Then
does she
no,
still come back
it
to
happened
hand?
differently. If you cancel her, she doesn't come back to hand.
Why not?
Because it's worded differently. Ariane's worded, put a character into play from your hand, then return Ariane, or something like that.
Ah.
So the whole thing is part of the effect.
So you decided not to cancel it with the Beg and Bro. Why would I not defend this?
Yeah, why would you not defend it? Answers on a postcard.
Maybe I was seeing if I had any other tricks in hand.
Too many tricks.
But yeah, it looks like you win that power challenge.
Come on, guys, hurry up.
I'm sorry.
Why are we playing so slow?
I don't think we're actually playing that slow.
I've got 3 power on cat.
I think you got 2 on cat,
1 on the bro. Yeah.
1 on the bro, 4 on your faction card.
So I'm almost definitely ready to play Valar D, I imagine. Got to get rid of that hosted the bone way.
Yeah. So, you know, as people may have
Good.
noticed, I just threw my entire hand in the bin.
You idiot.
Yeah.
Do I point this out?
Say again?
Do I point that out?
You do.
Oh, good.
Eventually.
I can say I Valar D here because if you get rid of the Viper, the marriage pact will interrupt and put one of my characters in the discard pile before they go to the bottom of the deck. So that's handy.
Being all clever and shit, are we?
I don't know if I actually do that.
I feel like maybe you do. So, I think here then we're just considering who we keep for the Valar D. I played Loan from the Iron Bank because when you've got a hand with no cards in it, Loan seems like the perfect plot
Why
choice.
haven't you got 2 cards?
Because I'm a dork and I've forgotten the entire game that I have plus reserve. I don't play Martell very much.
I'm a dork.
Well, you married this dork.
Bexy smart. Bexy clever.
Thanks, honey. Thanks.
So, I'm pretty sure I've done the same thing before, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Keeping that front 3, which make me very happy. I think I wouldn't have liked it if you kept hosted the bone way. So, marriage pact interrupts before they actually leave play. So I sacrifice Summer. Marriage pact still doesn't work properly on the Iron Throne, you know. It really puts me off playing it. My opponent Valar, and it didn't let me interrupt with the marriage pact to save one of my people.
Oh. Did you do it automatically?
Nah, I just sucked it up and I was like, whatever, I'll just play on.
Did you try to explain to your opponent that that's how it
No,
works?
because some opponents, they just don't want to hear it.
Oh, yeah, so after I've decided who to keep and after I draw my cards, you were like, Rebecca, you should have 2 more cards in hand. And I was like, oh.
Did you say, oh, my 2 cards? And I was like, why have you only got 2?
So...
You're doing the equivalent of jazz hands.
Yeah, well, no, if I've made a mistake and there's a take back, I like to try and point to it because, especially during editing, it sort of helps me realise what I'm doing.
Yeah, that makes sense. Makes a lot of sense.
But also to viewers, if they're not listening to it with the audio, hopefully that helps to point out why I'm doing something.
Yeah.
So yeah, very silly.
Why would people not be listening to our audio though? We're obviously very charismatic and charming.
It's so full of bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh, some people like watch these games at work or something, don't they?
So I kept a gold for Flea Bottom, marshalled Aya with Ice, a Bran, and a Begging Brother with 2 Bestow.
Great.
That must make you quite happy.
I absolutely hate your Begging Brothers.
I think the Begging Brother really helped me in this game because it controlled your tricks to an extent.
Definitely.
You don't want to play Ario just to... Oh, God. Yeah, you don't want to play Ario just to have it cancelled. You want him to have an impact. Yeah, Starfall coming out there, which is mildly annoying.
So yeah, Ariane was one of the ones that I would definitely have kept. Like, I think it's an obvious choice that I would have kept her. So yeah, I got that one back. I can't remember what the other one was that I took out the discard pile and I didn't quite see it. But I think they were both quite obvious choices of ones that I would have kept.
Okay.
I like to think anyway. Wow, what is in my hand for me to not play anything?
So, as I was saying, like you played Loan from the Iron Bank, you got loads of gold, but you have no more plots left in your used pile.
Yeah, it's really sad.
So obviously your Durand game, useless. Water Garden, useless. It's really now a case of you trying to grind out some power.
Yep. Just to point out, this is the last round as well.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh yeah, we've been playing for a while.
Yeah. The rounds were timed, as I say. So this is the last
Oh, and you're winning.
round.
This suddenly becomes so much more stressful.
Very annoyingly, used your Isle of Ravens to put my arrow back into the deck. Screw you, man.
Important. So I think that those Begging Brother triggers can be very important now.
But unfortunately, my dude is knelt. We nearly forgot, but we just about remembered before challenges actually began. And also to note, Arya's military icon was taken using Starfall. But you're not too bothered. You're Skagossing Arya. And the ice coming back to hand. So I think this deck, if
I can say, do I get the 5-cost Arya? So that way she got stealth, get prayer token. Yeah, here we are. And that way, you know, you might want to just jump something in with Ariane if you can to avoid the stand and draw for me. But
yeah,
this seems good. Stealth on the power as well.
You do. I think this is the deck that runs all 3 copies of Arya, isn't it? All 3 start copies, should I say?
I think that's quite nice. I do like this Arya, actually.
You don't see it very often, do you?
No, but she does ask certain questions of your opponent. It amazes me. People go really out of their way to stop you from getting that stand and draw.
Yeah.
They do whatever they possibly can. They'll even take a dupe off an important character just so you won't take that power and draw.
Well, getting a standy, stealthy character is a bit annoying.
I mean, it would have been, I think the ultimate design achievement would have been, to, instead of prayer tokens, would have been Valar Morghulis token.
We've got those, though, haven't we?
Exactly, so she combos with Jack and Hagar.
What, and have it deliberate that they work off each other?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That would be quite cool, actually.
So, that's not my idea. I think that's Dave Bamford's idea. So I'm shamelessly stealing it. Actually, I'm not shamelessly stealing it if I just admit that. I
was going to say, you've just admitted it, so...
I wouldn't want to take credit for someone else's idea. That's not me.
No. Of course not.
Flea bottom triggers.
Yeah.
Who's coming in?
I don't think I've got many options, because you keep Isle of Ravensing the good ones.
Oh, it doesn't even have a trigger. So this is what I mean by people do things, they do anything they can to stop Arya from standing, including flea bottom summoning and then using those as to claim.
Yeah, I mean, I think I just was going to do that anyway, though.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, very delayed Dawn trigger.
Where's the hand? The apology hand.
I think I pointed to Dawn. The intrigue.
Maybe we should play other factions more.
We literally play every single faction in this tournament.
Yeah, but that's probably the first time you played Martell in a year. Which is why you missed triggered. Because you're not that familiar with triggering them.
God, I wanted to spend that intrigue, didn't I?
Durand game on defense for 0 power.
Sounds like a plan. And then the power from Bran. Isn't there Princess Plan in the discard pile?
Sorry?
Oh, you're going in with cat as well, okay.
Yeah, because I want that vague
Extra
militant power on cat.
Yeah.
And claim.
Which is quite good for me, because you've already used your Northern Armory.
Yeah. You've got possibly 3 challenges coming back. Probably 2, though, because I'm almost definitely going to cancel every hour. I expect to at least block the power. Yeah.
So,
did I take insight for that, Bran?
I don't think so. So this, I kind of fucked up. I meant to do military first. So I was quite annoyed with myself.
Yeah, I probably would have killed the Chud.
Well, the thing is, it's important that I would have done the military first, because I would have done the military, and then the intrigue with Ariane, and then one of those 2 I would have been able to trigger to get another card out and do the power.
Didn't you? No, I cancelled the Dornish Spy. Yeah.
So I would have been able to get out 1 extra challenge that would have been unopposed. So as it is, I won Dom, but I didn't get the extra unopposed for the military, which means that we are now tied on 10 power each.
You fucked it.
I totally and utterly fucked it.
Nice.
Thanks.
It's normally me that does that.
So yeah, so if I'd done the military first, I'd have been able to do the intrigue with Ariane.
Do you actually have something in hand to throw in? What do you have?
A power icon.
What do you have?
I can't remember, but I show at the end. So we're going on cards in deck. Now I've been getting Dawn triggers, but you've been shuffling my shit back in with Isle of Ravens.
Yeah, that is true.
So are you ready for the final count?
Oh man. I hope you win this, because you probably should have won. Maybe.
I also missed a few Dawn triggers. 34. You've got 37.
Oh yeah. Smashed it.
So you win. I was so cross with myself. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. So I'm so sorry, Rob, for screwing it up with your deck. But just know that we should have won, Rob. We should have won.
Oh, you had the diplomat of all things.
Yeah. Fucked it.
Yeah, absolutely fucked it.
So I'm really sorry, Rob. We'll have a little look at the deck lists and discuss what was good and what was bad. But basically, I'm a bad person and a bad player. I'm so sorry.
Well, Rob's sitting at home crying as he listens to this.
Yeah.
Vojta is...
gleefully clicking his heels together.
Yes. Happy, I would say.
Yeah, just happy.
Yeah, why not?
So let's have a little look then at those deck lists, and we'll just quickly run through anything that we felt like we could have seen and would have been nice, or things that we did wrong, like being an idiot in the last round.
Yeah, I think I only got to 6 plots there, so it'd be interesting to see what that 7th one was, because I've forgotten it. So, yeah, you got through all your plots there.
I did get through all my plots.
Thanks to BEHES, but that's the Martell curse, isn't it? Like, their game can be slow, and so they don't always get to use all their plots.
Okay, so let's get those decks on the screen, shall we? So there you go, your last plot then. What was your last plot? I feel like you played all of them.
Exchange, I played that. Fallen, played maybe March. Did I play March?
I feel like you played March.
Well, I played Gates, Trading, Exchange, Duel, Fallen, Valor.
I feel like you played all of them.
Maybe it wasn't Marched. No, I don't think I played Marched.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Who knows?
So 2 Marriage Pact and 3 Ice. Works well with the 3 Skagos. I was going to say, what do you think worked well in that deck for you? But it's a bloody Begging Brothers. They really screwed me over, I think.
They were good. They were really good. They helped me control the tempo. You were trying to hit me with some tricks and disrupt my tempo, disrupt the flow of my game. And Begging Brothers managed to block that at the time they needed them to.
Yeah. Is there anything in there that you wish you'd seen?
No, Great John might have been fun in the early rounds. Put you under a lot of pressure, but early rounds I think were okay. But you came into it well. I think it went as well as could be expected. Car hub would have been bounced for your Red Viper there.
Not that you triggered at all.
True.
Yeah, I think it's unlucky to not see the Great John before, you know, that bit. But anyway, let's have a little look at the Martell deck. So the Martell deck we can see here. I didn't really see many of the Tyrell cards, I guess, and wasn't really able to use...
Basically left and right.
Yeah, left and right.
That's half the Tyrell cards. 3 Half-Blind Knight. You saw one of them.
I know, I saw 2.
2 of them.
So, yeah, I mean, they were right. They helped me to control the board. To be completely honest, I think it was poor playing that ruined that game for the Martell.
Yeah, maybe. Venomous Blade might have done work, killing off all my chuds.
That's true, you do have a lot of little characters. But yeah, I mean, you know, I think the Stark Faith did well. I'm sorry, Rob, for messing up the ending there. But
you should repent. You should do a public apology over all of Facebook.
I have apologised.
Yeah, but that's not really public. It's just
Anyway, if you'd like to support the channel, you can do so by going to patreon.com/The White Walkers. We will be back with the last of the top 4 games. See you then.
Bye-bye.
Bye.